very, very special episode of the Movie Brothers. I'm Ant. This is Kev. This is our pre-Oscar show, and we are, let's just say, live-ish.
Live-ish is good.
We are live-ish here at the Dolby Theater in Los Angeles, California, and we have a great show lined out for you.
Yeah, actually, we would have been here at the same time that the stars start rolling up in their limos and doing their press junkets and everything for the show. But due to mine and Anthony's restraining orders put against us by Jennifer Lawrence and Sandra Bullock, respectively, we've been told to keep our distance.
We can't even stay here too long before the cops show us. So we're going to jump on this thing. Hey, y'all, this is how we're going to do this. All right, you've heard of the football picks. Kev and I are going to give you our Oscar picks.
Absolutely. Lighting, sound, cinematography, visual effects. These are all important aspects of the filmmaking process. Don't get us wrong, okay? But you don't tune in to the Movie Brothers to hear us pontificate about this year's Irving G. Thalberg recipient, okay?
I don't even know what that is. Straight up.
Most people don't. You want the meat. You want the real on the real, and that's what Ant and I are here to give you.
And just to make it a little bit more interesting for all of us, you know, Kev and I can get competitive at times. So we have a friendly little wager that we're going into. And basically the bet is the loser. So basically whoever wins off our picks.
Whoever gets the most picks wrong.
Right. And our very next episode has to dress up as Jules Winfield. And if you don't know who Jules Winfield is, he's the character that Samuel Jackson so beautifully portrayed
in Pulp Fiction.
All right.
If you don't know who Jules Winfield is, then your movie theater, movie watching card is about to get revoked.
So this, if you don't know what this is basically a Jerry curl. So what you will see is either myself or Kev. Most likely it'll be Kev.
We'll see about that.
In a Jerry curl and a black suit.
Okay. Rather than just dress up as Jules Winfield, how about the loser has to dress up as Jules Winfield, but also has to recite a line from Pulp Fiction in full Jules Winfield character.
That's even better.
I think so too.
Since you'll be doing that. All right, hey, I'm all good with that.
All right, good.
All right, so we're going to jump right into this. All right, for our first category, we have Best Actress in a Supporting Role. And in this category, we have Sally Hawkins for Blue Jasmine, Jennifer Lawrence, American Hustle, Lupita Nyong'o, 12 Years a Slave, Julia Roberts, August Osage County, and last but not least, June Squibb, Nebraska.
Outstanding performances, one and all, by every lady in this category. Okay. But I would have to say that my top two would be Jennifer Lawrence for American Hustle and Lupita Nyong'o for 12 Years a Slave, with my winner turning out to be Lupita Nyong'o. Okay, I think that her performance is heartfelt, it's tragic, it's desperate, it is completely awesome. She is my Best Supporting Actress winner this year.
All right, for me, actually, I have the same top two picks as Kev, although my winner is Jennifer Lawrence for her character portrayal in American Hustle. You know, she just gave us that Sour Patch Kid performance, and where I'm going with that is that sweet and sour at the same time. I mean, it was just that character that you love to hate.
Careful, Ant, that's how you got your restraining order in the first
place. So, I love, multifaceted characters because they so much resemble reality, right? No one is one way.
Right.
And I just love seeing that type of portrayal on the big screen, so I gotta go with Jennifer Lawrence on this one.
Okay.
Our next category is Best Actor in a Supporting Role. And in this category, the nominees are Barkade Abdi for Captain Phillips, Bradley Cooper, American Hustle. I'm the captain now. Look at me. Look at me. That's classic. Michael Fassbender, 12 Years a Slave. Jonah Hill, The Wolf of Wall Street. Jared Leto, Dallas Buyers Club. For me, Kev, the top two in this one, Jared Leto, Dallas Buyers Club, and Bradley Cooper for American Hustle. And y'all, as we go through this, and if you've seen the nominations, there's something or someone nominated from American Hustle in every single category. And I almost thought for a second to go straight ticket, but that's not interesting. I couldn't do that. In this particular case, I'm going to go with Jared Leto for Dallas Buyers Club. His portrayal of the character Rayon, this transgender male dealing with AIDS in 1985, just it blew me away. Phenomenal film and just a phenomenal performance. I think he definitely deserves a win for this one.
I agree with you 100%. My top two would be Jared Leto and Michael Fassbender. I feel like Michael Fassbender in 12 Years a Slave is unbridled menace from the minute he shows up on the screen, okay? And of course Jared Leto, who was just phenomenal in his portrayal of a transgendered person living with AIDS in the early 1980s, early to mid 80s. It's heartbreaking. It is just the type of thing that makes a good, talented actor or actress. If I were to give it to one of those two people, it would definitely be Jared Leto.
All right. You're not copying my picks, are you? Okay.
No, because if I were copying your picks, then I would be the one wearing a wig next week.
All right, now next category, we have Best Actress in a Leading Role. And in this category, the nominees are Amy Adams for American Hustle, Cate Blanchett, Blue Jasmine, Sandra Bullock, Gravity, Judi Dench, Philomena, and Meryl Streep, August Osage County.
Okay. Every Single Lady, once again, outstanding performances. Your nominations are well deserved. But I would say that my top two in this particular category are, first, Cate Blanchett, who could read the phone book and make it compelling and interesting. She's that good. To me, she's the Meryl Streep of our generation. She's an outstanding actress. Secondly would be Sandra Bullock, who manages to take a role that is dominated by green screen performance and make it something that is so desperate, okay, and so heartfelt that you are there in space right there along with her. This is a role that defeated a lot of actors and actresses in Hollywood. Robert Downey Jr. being one of them. He was up for the role that George Clooney ultimately got in this particular film, but couldn't deal with the green screen. Not all actors can, but I have to give my choice to Cate Blanchett.
All right. For me, my top two, I'd have to go with Amy Adams for her role in American Hustle. There's American Hustle again.
Love you some American Hustle.
I'm sorry, I love some American Hustle. That will go down for me as one of those movies. Anytime it's on, I will have to watch it.
Okay.
No doubt. And then also I have Sandra Bullock for her role in Gravity. On this one, for a lot of the reasons that you just mentioned, Kev, I have to go with Sandra Bullock on this. I have a newfound respect for her as an actress, and for her to be able to give off that range of emotions with basically you seeing this small frame, because that's all you really get. She's in this spacesuit, but just to look at her face and go through all of those emotions
through a helmet mostly.
Right, through a helmet of fear and loneliness and happiness and so on. It was amazing, and I'll say it time and time again, watching that movie, I have been to outer space. So I'm going with Sandra Bullock.